All right, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another Sunday watch list. This week, I believe we are going to have better opportunities than we did have last week. Let's get right into it, right? Starting off with economic data, we don't have much. If I go to marketwatch.com over here, you guys will see that we don't have nothing major until Thursday. Thursday is going to be GDP and initial jobless claims, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Shouldn't be nothing major as far as economic data. Then we have PC on Friday. So nothing major till Thursday, Friday. Hopefully we get some better price action this week. Last week was pretty good for me as well. Um, let's start off with SPY though, of course, right? We are breaking all-time highs. All-time high on SPY in the past was 480. We broke that on Friday. So that is an important level that we are going to want to pay attention to. I can highlight that 480 previous all-time high level, and I want to see how we are going to come back and retest that level. If we come back and we get a retest of that previous all-time high, that is a trade that I will definitely be interested in. It's also, you can also see how we did kind of break and retest on Friday when we did break that area along with that pre-market high. So anywhere between this zone I will be watching for retest for continue to move back to the upside. Now, or this Friday's high, which is the new all-time high, of course, we want to see how that level reacts, whether we continue to get a break above that. We don't have much levels to go off of to the upside since we are at all-time highs, but I'm going to say 485 could be a target. That's going to be pretty simple for SPY. I'm not too interested in the downside unless we start getting back below this 478 level. Not so interested in the downside just yet. A lot of names are showing a lot of strength. Let's go into the QQ chart, right? All-time high for QQQ previously was around that 416, which we broke on Friday again. And the new high is here at 422, basically. I want to see how that 422 level holds up. I am going to be paying attention to how what level comes back to retest. Maybe that 416 is a little bit too low, but we have to see how we approach that level. Mostly interested in individual tickers this week. My favorite one being Apple and Tesla. But yeah, we don't have any levels to go off of back to the upside here on the QQQ since we are at all-time highs. We just have to see how these levels react. If we form some intraday price action, some market structure that develops intraday, new levels around these areas that start to hold as supply or demand. You got to wait for them to form, and we could trade based off of those levels, right? For the downside, not really too interested. I do see that we have this trend line from here up to like this area. Do it like this as well. This is this is what will kind of be my indication for reversal if we do start getting below that because we are making higher lows and higher highs repeatedly off of these levels. So I do like this 418 level as well for a potential bounce. So that is just the last level before the market closed that we got a really aggressive buy off of, right? So that's gonna be QQQ. Apple being one of my favorite ones for this week as well. We just broke this trend line, right? You can see how this was a high, lower high, and then we finally came back, broke, and retested this area, and now we are at an area of supply. As you can see, this was previous supply over here that rejected once, twice, three times. What happens when we break above it? We retest and make a move up into 196, retest, make a move up into 196. Here we are a little bit below it. We want to see if we can get that break and retest. We wanted to reclaim that 190, 191 level for a move back into those 196s. This is an amazing setup that I really like for this week. Apple definitely on top watch off of this 191.5 level. We want to see how that reclaims. Microsoft, it's pretty much at all-time highs, right? 400 is the next psychological level. Is still showing a lot of strength. Definitely don't want to be the first one to short this. And it's holding this trend line. So want to see if there's any bounce that we could catch for a move up into 400. Don't got any levels above that since we are at all-time highs. When it comes down to Amazon looks really good as well. We are holding this trend line 1, 2, 3. This previous high, pre-market high, which was 154.79. We want to see if that holds. If not, this 154 level. So I'm looking at one of these two levels to hold to go back long into 157. When it comes down to NVIDIA and AMD, I am going to be paying attention more to AMD than I am NVIDIA. NVIDIA is really extended right now and is at all-time highs as well, right? So the next psychological level on NVIDIA is 600. So we want to see how 600 reacts. This is a name that's just been showing a lot of strength, a lot of strength, and something I don't want to be the first one to short either, right? So don't really have a major bounce level. The bounce level was here previously. You can see how this was rejected, and then we came back and reclaimed, held it, and made a move up. This was a previous high at this point, 583. So we want to see how 583, 585 holds up, potentially get a bounce from these areas for a move back into 600, or just wait for 600. But I am liking AMD a little bit better since AMD is not, or actually AMD just broke its recent all-time high, right? 164 to like 163 was the all-time high. We're way above that right now, though. We are way, way above 164 to 163. We're about $10 above that. So a $10 pullback is kind of asking for a lot right now. But this previous high of 168.5 is going to be my most recent area to potentially look at for a bounce, which is this big rejection level. Notice how we do have a big reaction as a rejection here, and then we reclaim that level. So we're still a long way up. The next psychological level is going to be 180. So as of right now, as far as individual tickers, my favorite one is Apple. My next favorite one is going to be Tesla. This is a name that I am actually going to start looking to build a position in for longs. The only thing that I am concerned about with this name going long, though, is that we do have earnings coming up on Wednesday, January 24th. That is the only thing that can mess with this swing position, because as far as charts go, this looks amazing. You can see how buyers were trying to hold up this area here at this 212 area, right? 212, 213. Buyers try to step in, buyers try to step in, and then we failed to hold that area, but we end up holding like this 209, 208 area right here. This is like an inverse head and shoulders right here, and we're starting to reclaim this previous area. So if we can get a reclaim of this area, it's also the break of this trend line that has been holding us down. So this could be a great trend reversal that I am actually very, very interested in for Tesla. So Tesla and Apple are going to be my main watches. I really want to build a swing position a month or two out for Tesla. Like I said, the only thing that makes it high risk is the earnings that are coming up. Other than that, Tesla looks like if it reclaims its 212, it got room back to 220, 225 above those levels. Pretty much nothing but room into 230 and back into the 240s, 250s. So this is more of a long-term swing trade, something that I'm very, very interested in. I'm gonna start adding to a position starting on Monday, which is tomorrow, January 22nd. So let's see how this one plays out. I'm really, really liking it. If you guys want to know the exact contract that I'm looking at, is gonna be I am planning to hold this one for a while. Just remember that the only thing that could mess it up is the earnings. So I am looking at March 15th contracts. They're around $400 right now. March 15th. That's personally what I will be looking at. 250 calls. It's a bit far out, but if this reclaims, this could easily get a move into 220s. Once it starts picking up, this looks like a name that really got room to go, right? If the earnings do play out well, should be an easy push into there. Just my own trade idea. We'll see how it goes. Other than that, those are my favorite names. Tesla, Apple is going to be probably a good day trade for the week. So this one also looks good to push into highs, right? Everything's at highs. These are the names that are kind of lagging a little bit behind. Microsoft, NVIDIA, AMD. These names are really showing, but these catch up. They could really make a nice move back to the upside. So short and simple, SPY and QQ, they're at all-time highs, so we have to wait for new levels to develop. I gave you guys the bounce levels on these, and that's going to be my watches for this week. I hope everyone has a great trading week and trade safe.